Greetings, Star Trek Chore Commanders. I am the Angry Rhino. You like that? Yeah. Some of these daily polls feeling like chores now, especially when they make them for events. Annoying. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Just one of those mornings, I guess. So many daily polls, and then you look at the events and it's like, oh, score by spending Armada credits. What do you spend Armada credits on? Your daily chess pulls. Oh, so now they're events now. Okay. So not only do you do your daily pulls so you can get all your stupid shit dailies, oh, that's how you score in advance. Oh my god. I think it's just a frustrating time where there's too many goddamn loops beginning to feel like a chore. Alright. Let's get to what I'm doing here in the video. I'm going to stick with cloaking. I did mention the last video, when the last video was about, the acquisition and the basics of it. Well, this is going to be more of a strategy kind of thing. Going to have a few choices, and that's really what it is. It's not like research. Well, research, you get the currency to do the research, and then you go do the research. It's not really. There's a real strategy involved. You just get the stuff and then go do it. Strategy is more, I'm thinking of, let's say, crews or fleet commanders, because they're more selectable. You can't have all of them at the same time. You have to pick and choose. So let's start with the fleet commanders. There are, I know of at least two that have some cloaking stuff, and I already forgot where they're at. It's Sloan and it's Locutus. They're in here somewhere. No, it's over here. Here you go. Sloan over here on his rightmost column, Escapist, the second tier skills, I guess. You got an increased chance of hiding in battle reports when you cloak, an increased chance of seeing cloaked enemies in a battle report, and reduces opponents' all base mitigation stats while cloaking. Okay. Other choice, mainly because all three of these are on duty, so the commander has to be in a slot, and you have to select between the three. You can't have all three active at the same time. So it's, what do you want? Do you want to hide in battle reports? Do you want to see or have a better chance to hide in battle reports and a better chance to see players that would like to hide in battle reports? Or do you want to reduce your opponent's mitigation? Going to depend on you. The hide and the see things, they max out at 30% and can technically cancel each other out, which is... that's assuming you have enough currency and you chose to get enough currency to level them up and all that stuff. The mitigation, it's only 100% reduction, so it's 100% off the base, so you can't completely lower your opponent's mitigations. Is that even worth it? I don't know. Maybe it's worth some testing at a later date, whenever I get around to leveling up these assholes. Locutus has a few. Where the hell are they at? They're over here somewhere. Or maybe they're on the other side. This one? Combatant. That sounds like a thing. Here you go. Combatant all the way on the left column. Tier 2. Skills. Again, best of both worlds. Increase damage while you're cloaked. And the other choice, increase all mitigation stats against players. Maxes out at 350%. You can only choose between one of these. You cannot have increased damage while you're cloaked and increased mitigation against players. So which one do you want? Mitigation one maxes out at 350. The damage one maxes out at 450. There's also this next one, tier 3. Skill, which is always on. He doesn't even have to be slotted in. Increases all mitigation stats while cloaked. Maxes out at 250. Now these are a little bit more of a choice because you won't necessarily get enough currency. The daily things you should be getting that currency daily. These currencies are it's a little less than daily. I think that was it. Oh, here you go. Here's another choice. The tier 4 skill here. This battle at Wolf 359 maneuver. This is not a choice that will always be on your on duty thing, but between high powered disruptor beams and resistance is futile, on duty selectable. You only get your choice of one of these two. Increased damage against players. Maxes out at 450. Yeah, another increased damage against players. But this one says nothing about cloak. This one says something about cloak. Increased critical damage against players while cloaked. Maxes out at 150. I'm pretty sure that was it. Yeah, some of this other shit is all right. So those, and I don't know about the other fleet commanders. I don't remember seeing them, but it's possible there are, and there will be new options eventually for fleet commanders. They will have choices, and it's much like a crew, and you can't have all the crew's abilities active at the same time. Just disappointing. Because some of the abilities are really good and you want them all active at the same time, but you can't. So that's where strategy kind of comes in. All right, now let's talk about crews. As you can see right here, I don't even remember what group. I will show you what group this is later. But it's Lursa, Bator, and Tamalak. The Duras sisters, the ones that went and sided with the Romulans because they were traitors. And this is, I don't even remember which one is. This is Bator, and so Lursa, as captain, when on a ship that can use cloaking, Lursa, so there you go, decreases the cloaking cooldown by 50%. Captain ability. Why there's a little bit more strategy involved? Because it's a captain ability. There are at least four officers I know of, Sela, Tomlock, Lursa, and Bator here, who have a captain ability that do something with cloak. I just wanted to have this ship out because if you remember my last video, I was using the Burrell. What was the cooldown for the Burrell? I already checked. You don't have to go check. It was about 10 minutes and 10 seconds. 10 minutes 15, 10 minutes 10 seconds, something like that. So let's hit the cloak button. I'll do my dailies while I'm here. And it actually didn't do anything, which is disappointing. Seriously didn't reduce the cooldown time? That's shitty. Well, there you go. Broken. That didn't decrease the cloaking cooldown. Cool. Ha! Well. Or is it broken? You know what? I don't know. Because now it's gone down to... Well, shit. Where the hell was it? Where did... Where the hell did it go? Oh my god. Alright, well, go kill something, dickhead. Hasn't killed anything yet. Go kill something with it. Yeah, I'm not going to edit this out. Yeah, I mean, it didn't do anything. Look, I mean, it's still, it was a minute. It didn't decrease the cloaking cooldown, which is, that's odd that it didn't do anything. At least best I could tell, it did nothing. Now, there was a difference in the cooldown, you know, and I guess I mean, that was odd. Before you went and killed something, you could see the cooldown was at like 10 minutes and 10 seconds. So it's because the cloak itself was going to last 9 minutes or something. But then you killed something and that active cloak ability, it went away. So therefore, it reset the cooldown to a minute. Well, look, I mean, Lursa didn't do anything. I mean, it went back down to a minute either way, which is shitty, is what it is. So supposedly, stupid officer is supposed to work, but I mean, to me, it doesn't look like it works. And even if she is working correctly, she doesn't do enough for me to give a shit. So let's check Tomahawk out here. We'll hit the confirm just to, make sure that's updated. See, he's getting 50% from each of the Duras sisters. And look at this. While cloaked, Tomahawk increases the armor piercing, shield penetration, and accuracy by 200%. Cool story, bro. Ha! 200%. That's not going to do much of anything. So, yeah, I mean, there's officers that do things while you're cloaked, but don't know if they really do anything. Of course, they are 2.5-year-old officers. Sela is the 4th member of that group, and she's on an away team mission. Because I don't use her because she ain't that good. While cloaked, Sela increases critical hit damage by 50%. Now, you're going to get some synergy here, but what's it going to max out at? 100%? Could be. I mean, that could be useful. It's just, is it going to help you in PvP? Is it really going to help you in PvP? It could, depending on, what ship you're using and what ship or crew your opponent is using. But, I don't know. It doesn't. I gotta change that. Here's the one that I think really worked. Now I wanted to show you something else first. Alright, and we're gonna, because this is the amalgam, and yes, the amalgam has a cloak. And I know what you're saying. What do you need to cloak your amalgam for? Well, you can cloak hit a station to raid, or what I think I and myself and maybe other people who don't like raiding really do with it. Check this out. You got a 23 minutes on the cloak. 23 minutes and 12 seconds is what I got here with a maxed amalgam. That's a lot, right? Check this out. And what I really wanted to show you about the crew, the only one that I noticed actually works, that is Bator, right? Bator. Really the only one from this group that is really worth anything, because what is her officer ability? When on the amalgam, Bator, and I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. I think I'm actually pronouncing that one correctly. Bator boosts the amalgam's bonus loot ability. Very useful, and she definitely belongs on the amalgam. What's her captain ability? When on a ship that can use cloaking, Bator increases the duration of the ship. Increases the duration the ship can stay cloaked by 20%. All right. Took me a minute, but I got it. Now that is 20% on her own plus 10% for a total of 40%. Now, does that do anything? Well, based on my research, it does do anything. And my research is in my, testing, I guess. It does do something. Because you see what it's at now. It says 29 minutes and 36 seconds. 6-minute increase. Now, you're probably thinking, oh, cool, I can What, park my miner next to somebody's base I'm trying to raid and have it cloaked for 30 minutes? No, that's not what you use it for. Think about what other, let's say, event may last 30 minutes. I think I said seconds, didn't I? I meant 30 minutes before, anyway. 1-star territory captures, right? So you can send this bad boy in there cloaked for 29 and a half seconds. You can literally cloak all but 24 seconds of the whole takeover. You're gaining points, and the enemy can't kill you. Very useful. It is very useful. I've definitely used it myself on several occasions. And just to show you, because you know what? Here all the way at the end, Amalgam Cloak is free to play. I have it, but I guess I can get it again. Okay. Yes, it's going to be kind of a bitch because the ship skin shard tracker things. Ship skin shard tracker. Okay. it can be a tough grind to get those, but researches that allow you to do higher pulls with the amalgam and therefore get more of these ship skin shard trackers. It's a funny ass name. It really is. Wow. And you can get these. I did it free to play. Of course, for me anyway, there's nothing else to get in this refinery. This is definitely useful, especially since, the territory is really the main use of it. Now, sure, maybe you are on a server that doesn't do that many territory takeovers anymore, or at least you let territory sit for a few months and then you go at it again when the things refresh. Maybe you're constantly going and duking it out over territories. It's going to be a huge benefit here. And you can even get some more researches, because I actually haven't done, there's several researches I haven't done that should increase because I think they should increase the duration. And it could be more than 30 minutes. So you could go in ahead of time and cloak. All right, yeah. Can't believe I turned all that into 20 minutes, didn't I? Wow. Well, some of it because I was got screwed up because wrapping this thing up here now, and well, there's a few officers that can affect your cloaking ability. They're supposed to be able to collect. They're supposed to be affecting your critical damage, your piercing, your duration, and your cooldown of your cloak. Well, it appears that the Lursa isn't really affecting your cooldown of your cloak. At least based on what I could tell, nothing happened differently. I don't know that Sealy's going to get you enough critical damage to really mean anything in a PvP battle. Tomalak and his increased piercing stats, they're kind of low. I think Bator is the best captain. She's got increased cloak duration. Of course, you can really use that. Comes in very handy during territory battles. And doubles, especially if you put it on an amalgam, can make your amalgam's shipability even better. And showed you the few fleet commanders where you have to make a selection here. It's one of those on-duty selectable skills. You can do a few things with your cloak there. Increase damage, increase critical damage, increase piercings, increase your hide ability in battle reports, increasing you being able to see dickheads that want to hide in your battle report. It's like, oh, you want to hide from me? You don't even want to tell me you blew me up. Okay, cool. Whatever, bro. I mean, it's useful, I guess. Whatever. But there are things that go in with the strategery of cloaking. You have to pick and choose here. Cannot get all of these abilities at the same time. And really, I mean, it is kind of sucky though, because like Tom Lock's captain ability isn't that good. So you kind of reduce his effectiveness by not making it an officer ability, which I mean, it's totally fine. It does promote player choice and again, the strategery there. But, you know, it would benefit Cloak, and maybe Cloak wouldn't have died so quickly if there would have been a few officer abilities for Cloak. But you didn't. You had the four in the group, Sela, Tomalak, Lursa, and Bator, all have captain abilities that affect Cloak, though it really looks like one doesn't work. None of the officer abilities are specific to Cloak. Can be useful, like Tomalak has increased damage against Klingons. Sela has some kind of critical chance reduction. I don't know what Lursa's is. No, I don't even remember. Oh well. Doesn't matter. But again, what I think is the most useful is the increase in the duration. Hide in the territory battles, and you know what? You're still collecting points. Yes, you cannot get on a capture node and collect those 3 points per minute, but you can have a cloak ship in there collecting 1 point per minute that cannot be attacked. It's a huge benefit. It's a huge benefit. It's at least 30 points for your team. It's a good thing. So comment below. Have you ever used the Amalgam's cloak and its lengthy cloak during a territory capture? Do you agree that it is very beneficial? Yes, that Amalgam cloak is available free to play. I haven't purchased a lot of things in this Amalgam refinery. So I couldn't really tell you if it's a hard thing to acquire, because every time I come in here, I have 3s and 4,000s because I barely ever come in here. So to me, it doesn't seem like it's that hard to acquire. But you tell me, is it a very hard thing to acquire? I think in this day of the game, it should be a little easier to acquire. Now, as far as combat goes, I mean, have you used Tomalak Sela in your cloak battles? Do they really make a difference? Oh, and on Lursa, was it me? Did I do something wrong? Did I not select the right thing? Because I saw that the refresh for the cloak, the cooldown, I saw no change. Did I miss something? Was she broke the whole time and I didn't even know? Be sure to like and subscribe. I'm the Angry Rhino. Shields up, Commanders.